Awesome. It looks like we have most everybody here. So let's kick it off. I want to first say good morning to those on the West Coast. Thank you for joining us nice and early. And good afternoon to everybody joining from the East Coast. And welcome to our Masterclass Life Unleashed. So this is all about feeling less stressed, more energized, and really creating the life that you desire. So I'm thrilled to have everyone here today as we embark on this transformative journey together. This masterclass was specifically designed based on feedback to help you break free from stress, to reclaim your energy, and to really step into the life that you've always desired. I mean, I always say this is your second chance. Why live a life you don't want to, or that is difficult? You want to be living your best life after everything, going through your cancer journey and treatment and, all of life's other stresses and anxieties that it brings us. So what we're going to be exploring today are really some of the practical strategies and tools and mindsets that can help you achieve balanced, energized, and a fulfilling life. It's going to be really valuable. So let's just dive right in. So before we dive into our topic, I just want all of us to take a moment to pause. You can close your eyes if you'd like to. Sit. And when you're sitting here, I want you to imagine what it would feel like to live without. Just picture yourself feeling light, being free from the weight of daily anxieties. Think about all of the things that you meet during your day, throughout your day, that put your body into that response. And just imagine them kind of floating away. This is where I want you to imagine who you could be. That's a big and exciting thought. It's a big and exciting goal. And it's something that I'm thinking about as you're moving through this masterclass. So now we're going to address the big elephant in the room, and that's the challenges that we face. Many of us struggle with knowing where to start even, or feeling overwhelmed by the lack of clear steps to get there. And sometimes we may even feel stuck at the starting line, like unsure of how to move forward. I saw this for myself when I was going through treatment. Doctors and eyes on me, friends, everybody checking in on me, family, and being told to do each day, where to be, where to show up, what tests, and it's constant. It's a lot, we all know. And then at the end of treatment, it's kind of like, okay, what do I do? I'm alone. What should I be looking for? What's next beyond this, and recapture your life? So, we see a big challenge is stress and overwhelm. Some of the common challenges include, like I said, where to start, missing the clear steps, feeling overwhelmed, and inconsistency. And what I mean by inconsistency is I see a lot of people start something, either the motivation isn't there to continue or it just doesn't work for them. Stop. Start something else. Same thing. Start, stop, start, stop. And sometimes you do have to do trial and error to see what feels good and works for you. But when I talk about inconsistency, it's also in terms of trying different things at the wrong stage. That's why a roadmap is really important, to make sure that you're releasing the right things at the right time while you're on the growth. So the roadmap is really, really important, and can help you getting from point A to point B. This is what I say, what we're often missing is that roadmap, right? It's a clear guide gate through the complexities of our emotions, because they'll be there. Of crying, a lot of wow moments that pop up, and then the roadmap is there to help guide us towards the freedom that we desire. So you need the roadmap, right, to know what the right steps are, and to get on track to freedom, to energy and fulfillment. And that's why I'm so excited to share this with you today. I want to see you living this happy, doing the things you love and that you're passionate about. Like I really do believe like this is the second chance in life, and honor that. Let's have gratitude for that. Let's be excited about that. There's so much good and fun and things that are going to energize you, and everybody's so individual. So really trying to work through this process and figure out what works for you might not work for somebody else. It's finding out what feels good to you. So let's keep diving. So today, this is what we'll be covering. We'll be exploring the sun theory. It's what I call a transformative approach to overcoming trauma and thriving in your life as a cancer survivor. We'll uncover some of the biggest keys to success. We'll also highlight some of the pitfalls that you want to avoid in each of the steps, and then provide you with clarity and word. And then at the end, for those seeking some deeper support, we'll also discuss that are available to you. So we will understand the sun theory, what that roadmap looks like. We'll deepen your knowledge of each step to understand what encompasses each one, and then really realizing the importance of support, of structure, and accountability. So there will be an event to those who are ready to start the work at the end of the presentation. We'll also have Q&A. So keep your questions, and we'll save some time at the end to address as many as we can. If we're not able to get to all of them, I am always open and love to talk and love. So please use me, reach out to me. You can DM me at sunshine.theory. You can also email me directly, Amy, A-M-Y, at sunshinetheory.com. So please use me as a happy to help answer any questions that you have. So many people might not even know who I am beyond my online presence. We might not have spoken or met in person. So before we dive into the content, let me introduce who I am. Amy Margulies, and I am incredibly passionate about supporting cancer survivors like yourselves in their journeys towards emotional liberation. My own experiences with breast and skin cancer really fueled my dedication to helping others overcoming their emotional challenges. I have been coaching. I built teams, I've coached and mentored many teams, and I continue that experience into this journey. Theory is the company I started to help build and scale many survivors as we can, and that joy that you're going to find at the end of that. Here's a couple of things that don't work when we are trying to address these areas. So first things first, you don't need to have it all figured out, and you do not need to be perfect. I don't even believe in the word perfect. Like, perfect is in the eyes of the beholder, and it's good to have a bit of mess in there. So also, emotional freedom isn't about having all the answers. It's really about embracing the journey and allowing and to grow along the way. You want to have that open mindset to be able to pivot, to be able to feel. I always say too, like, trusting your gut. Gut is your second brain. I have another masterclass on this that we could dive in deeper, but it really does feel, it goes back really feeling in, like, when you're talking about something, does this feel good? Does this feel right? Does it energize me? So how to find those connections along the way are really important. And some of the common ineffective is to confronting anxiety and fear and all of these things that we feel as a survivor. They can include avoidance, emotions, overthinking, seeking reassurance excessively. Sadly, some people turn to substance abuse, distractions first, just throwing yourself into different things, and you still in your body and have all this trauma just sitting there, affecting your nervous system, affecting your health, and so many things around you. Isolate, dealing with things by yourself, thinking you can get it done by reaching out to the network of others, of guides, of community is so important. Or ignoring your physical health, complaining about it, but not doing anything about it. It's going to impact you in many different ways. So with that, I want to introduce theory. It's a very simple but deep way to really move towards that emotional liberation that we're talking about. So we'll delve into the heart of the masterclass, which is each letter represents a step towards that growth. So you're going to first see your story, acknowledging it, unleashing and uncovering your story, next level growth. So let's look at these steps in further detail. So step one is seeing the story. And this step really involves acknowledging and understanding the narrative of our lives. So these, false stories, false beliefs that we've been telling ourselves all along have really kind of manifested in life and impact sometimes the decisions we make or don't make. And really understanding those narratives is key to start. It also includes the experiences and the events that have shaped who we are today. It's really important to understand and look at those and really acknowledge those past experiences. You want to explore the emotions that you feel when talking about different stories or, things that have happened, and then recognizing patterns within your life and understanding different beliefs and narratives. Like when you are in this trauma kind of mindset, really, a fear of making certain decisions, or you're in the or freeze mode, and it's impacting, whether you take that new job, whether you do that move, you're happy, how your relationships are. So it impacts so many areas of the circle of life wheel. That is really important, and understanding what those beliefs and narratives are. And then finally, of course, cultivating that self-compassion, and not having that self-compassion is going to make it really, really hard to unleash any shame, any fear, and some of those negative energy emotions that do arise. Some of the biggest story pitfalls that we see in step one are avoidance. Some individuals may avoid delving into their past experiences or emotions due to fear of confronting like difficult memories or feelings. You don't want to feel them. They're too painful. It's too emotional to see those, but it's so critical and important. And avoidance can really hinder any progress in understanding are your emotional triggers, and being able to find like what are some of the effective coping strategies that are going to help move past that hurdle of avoidance. Over-identification, on the other hand, overly immersed in their past experiences, and that can really lead to rumination and self-blame on that end. And, while it's important to acknowledge the past, aggressively on negative events can really perpetrate feelings of distress and hinder the emotional healing that we want to see. And then finally, engaging in self-criticism or judgment while reflecting on past experiences can really impede the self-awareness and self-compassion component of this all. So instead of judging yourself for past actions or decisions, really striving to approach your life story with curiosity and kindness. And it's really important to understand that mindset and be in that place. Otherwise, this be a lot harder, if not impossible. So really, by taking the time to see your story, you're really laying that foundation for deeper self-awareness and emotional healing, and guiding you towards emotional freedom and resilience. So this is really where we start this journey. And it's important to acknowledge these steps before we move on to step 2, which is unleashing your story. And this step really involves acknowledging and processing the traumas, allowing ourselves to let go of that emotional baggage that may be holding us back and keeping us in that stuck place. So some of the key elements that we see here are, acknowledging the past wounds. So taking the time to identify these wounds can stem from, childhood experiences. They can also include past relationships and significant life events like a cancer journey. But we want to be able to explore all of those areas because it's really more of a holistic view, and you'll be surprised in seeing all of the areas that one event can have in many areas of your life. We want emotional pain. So diving deep into emotional pain with these past wounds and allowing yourself to feel the full spectrum of emotions. You have to feel them. You have to go through them. And they can include sadness. They're going to include anger, grief, and resentment. Like all of these bad feelings inside you, we want to help get out and recognize that it's completely normal to experience these emotions. We should experience these emotions, and they are valid. We want to practice forgiveness. So consider forgiveness as this powerful tool of healing. It really is. And this can involve forgiving others who might have caused you harm in some way, or forgiving yourself for past mistakes. Sometimes, clients come and they're angry and they feel, they deserve this cancer for something they've done previously, or that gave them cancer. And this is a really toxic belief that we want to move away from. Really, forgiveness does not owning harmful behavior, but rather more of a releasing yourself from the burden or resentment of anger, if that makes sense. So it's really about saying, okay, this anger is right, but it's more about releasing, like understanding and then letting go with practicing forgiveness. And then we want to let go of any emotional attachments or expectations that are tied to past events or relationships. We want to release the need for closure or validation from others. It's really not about that. It's about you. It's finding closure within yourself and allowing yourself to detach from the past and embrace these present moments. This is the life you are in right now. And practicing self-compassion as you navigating that healing does take time. So embrace your vulnerabilities and imperfections with kindness and with understanding. Some of the biggest pitfalls that we see in this step when unleashing your story, you might encounter some of these common challenges, including resisting vulnerability. So it's pretty natural to want to protect ourselves from further harm, right? Our body wants to protect ourselves from pain. And that's why the nervous system goes into a fight, flight, or freeze mode. It's an instinct to protect yourself. But really true healing, vulnerability, and beginning to open to exploring your emotions, so having an open mindset, and avoiding or suppressing painful memories can really also hinder the healing process in a big way. Confronting these memories is crucial for letting go and moving forward. We see self-blame. Holding on to self-blame or guilt for past experiences can prevent emotional release. So practicing self-compassion is really essential in this step. And then isolation, trying to process these emotions in isolation can really make the journey a lot more difficult. So seeking support from trusted individuals or professionals are really going to be beneficial to getting you to where you need to be in a much quicker, much more efficient way. And by focusing on this step, this is really like the meat of the work. You're going to create this opportunity for profound emotional healing, liberate you to release the burdens of the past and move forward with greater clarity and resilience and self-compassion. And that's really what we want for all of you. And then moving on to the final step, which is nourishing that next level growth. This step is really all about fostering continuous personal development and embracing the opportunities that come with a post-trauma life. This step is where the fun begins, where we see, people blossoming and just really, diving into these incredible areas that they didn't know were available to them before. And, energy attracts energy. So this is like so fun. It's an ongoing development through your whole life. You're always going to be continuously, using some of these tools and some of these resources to be able to continue your growth. Like, we never stop growing as humans. You're always learning every day. This is like so exciting. And some of the key elements that we see in this area, self-love and self-care, like, you're owning it now. You know how to do this. It's integrated into your life. We want to build lifelong practices and healthy wellness that are going to take you through your whole life, instead of restrictive, super hard. It's really moving forward in a positive way for you. That mind switch to a growth mindset. So those are all things that we really dive into when working with clients. Setting and pursuing new goals. It's really important to have those goals crystal clear, to understand the goals. It's hard to know what you're moving towards. Building resilience, which so many of us continuing to build that resilience. It's such a powerful, powerful tool. Cultivating positive relationships and, being able to cultivate inspiration in this area as well. Exploring new passions and interests. Seeking out sources of motivation in your life. This could include finding inspiration in nature, in art, in literature, or the stories of others who've overcome adversity. There's so many different ways that you can tap into this, and surrounding yourself with positivity and uplifting influences really can fuel your sense of purpose. And that's really important. And then, of course, practicing gratitude and mindfulness, cultivating an attitude. I love saying that one. And it's really by focusing on the blessings and positive aspects of your life, taking the time each day to reflect on what are you grateful for today. Whether it's the love of your family, your friends, reflecting back on moments of joy and laughter or resilience that you've cultivated. Gratitude can really help shift your perspective and build resilience in the face of adversity. So we really want to tighten that one up. And in step 3, these are some of the common pitfalls we see, and being mindful of them as you approach this step. So fear of failure. we see this one where, fear of making mistakes or failing are really preventing you from pursuing these new opportunities and growth, and shutting you off to, these experiences that can be so fulfilling and exciting and fun. And really embracing failure is so important as part of the learning process, because without failing, it's hard to grow. Stagnation, settling into your comfort zone and avoiding challenges that can hinder growth. Trying to push yourself to try new things and step out of your comfort zone is really important, to move out of pushing yourself to try things that are feel comfortable. And that's another way to grow. Negative self-talk can undermine your confidence and emotion, and it's just a no. Me so much when I see, people and clients just, really having that negative self-talk about themselves. I want, we need to flip that script to the self-care, the self-love, and this positive affirmations and self-encouragement can really help in moving along and pushing you along, as well as accountability. A lack of trying to navigate growth alone can be very challenging. Supportive communities, mentors, or coaches to really help you stay on track. And again, piece, having someone cheering in your corner to move you through is a very, very powerful way to be able to keep that momentum up. And is a continuous journey, lifelong, not just like a little dip in the pan, but being impatient with your progress can really lead to frustration. And we know frustration can lead to, other negative behaviors like avoidance, and taking away the motivation to want to be able to do this stuff. So it's really important victories and stay committed to your growth. Like, know that, okay, we had a hiccup, but just stay committed to that growth, and you can get over it and you can find that growth. I know it. So by recognizing and addressing these falls, you'll be much better equipped to embrace each step of the Sun theory and move towards a life of emotional liberation and really thriving after cancer. So congratulations to everybody on completing our masterclass on Life Unleashed and the steps that are necessary to get freedom to that exciting part. You've been reclaiming your emotional freedom and building resilience. And if you're ready to continue your journey towards personal growth and empowerment, we invite you to hear a little bit more about what our coaching offers. For those not interested at this time, that's fine. I will share out this material so you'll have it afterwards. And for those who are interested in continuing and seeing what that looks like, stay on. I'll walk you through it. And again, we'll save time for questions. Anybody who dropped, we'll hit on those as well and do a follow-up. So thank you to those leaving, and thank you to those staying on. We will continue now. So just quickly, what our coaching program offers. It offers personalized one-on-one coaching sessions that are tailored to your unique needs and goals. And those are things that we can, you might already know a couple of them. We can uncover some additional ones. There's different techniques and strategies that we can work on to see which ones are right for you to move towards. We have ongoing support, accountability, and guidance to help you navigate challenges that pop up and overcome any obstacles that arise, because there definitely are some as you're moving through this. It can be some heavy work, some fun work, but working and understanding how to move those forward, how to uncover different emotions, strategies, stories is going to be really, really helpful to move through much faster. And then provide some of the strategies and tools to manage emotional triggers, cultivate that resilience, and achieve greater emotional well-being, which is what we all want. And then you'll have access to a very supportive community of like-minded individuals who are on a similar journey of personal growth and empowerment. And it can be really helpful and just great to be able to tap into others who are going through the same thing. So just quickly, who is this program for? It's for cancer survivors who are committed to their emotional health and well-being and ready to invest in their health. I always say, health is wealth. It's the number one thing we should be prioritizing, but we often don't. And to be ready to invest in your personal growth journey, when you're there. And if you don't have your health, there's nothing else that's important. I think as most of us see and know. It's for individuals who are seeking personalized support and guidance in managing everything from emotional triggers, overcoming obstacles, and achieving your goals. Cover all of that. And those who are ready to cultivate resilience, embrace empowerment, and finally just create that positive change in your life. When you feel tired of complaining about or not being able to do some, things that you want or move forward, or you're just sitting there and every day you're like, oh, I'm exhausted. What did I do today? You want to fill that with fulfilling purpose. And we can get you there. You can get there. Who this is not for, it's not, it's not the right time for any individuals who are not willing to actively participate in their own personal development journey. You need to be willing to put in the work and be there. Those who are looking for that quick fix or instant solutions without putting in the necessary effort and commitment, that's not going to happen. It's not a quick fix. It's work. We're gonna dig into a lot of areas and flip the script to come out on the other side. And then anyone who's not open to receiving support, feedback, or guidance from a coach or mentor, again, it's not going to be a right fit. But if you are ready now to take the next step towards unlocking your full potential and living a life of emotional fulfillment, we invite you to enroll in our coaching program today. We'll embark on a transformative journey of self-discovery, growth, and empowerment. And you'll be on a journey towards a brighter and more empowered future. The downsides of not enrolling in a coaching program can vary, but here are some very potential consequences. So with the first, delayed progress. Without the guidance and accountability provided by the coaching program, you may experience delays in achieving your goals or realizing your full potential. This can help prolong feelings of, dissatisfaction and prevent you from living a truly fulfilling life and just staying stuck in that trial and error or, quick bursts of motivation to fall back down again. So really want to see you moving forward fast. Also, stagnation. Without guidance and support, you may find yourself stuck in some of those old patterns that your body, your mind is used to. It feels comfortable. It's easy because you do it all the time. And then it keeps you or makes you unable then to make progress towards your goals. And stagnation can lead to feelings of frustration, dissatisfaction, and that lack of fulfillment in your life. And you'll see limited growth without the accountability and structure provided by the coaching program, outlining this simple roadmap with, proven and researched steps that work. You are going to, your personal growth is going to be very limited in that way. So you might miss out on opportunities to challenge yourself, to learn new skills and expand your horizons. And that's such an exciting place that I want all of you to be in. I want you to feel that. I want you to have these amazing, fun experiences and continued growth. And without the tools and strategies provided in the coaching program, you may struggle to effectively manage your emotional triggers. This can result in ongoing anxiety, stress, and difficulty coping with everyday challenges. And then by not investing in your personal development, you may miss out on opportunities for advancement in many areas of your life, whether it's in your career, your relationships, or just your overall well-being. And without the support of a coach or community of like-minded, you might feel isolated and alone in your journey. And this can really impact your motivation. Again, remember that cheerleader cheering for you from the corner. Sometimes you need that pickup. Otherwise you stop. And it's really difficult. And it can impact your confidence. If you're not able to achieve or to do the things that you need to do, it can move you back into that that judgment or that self-doubt area that's really hard to move alone. The ability to persevere through challenges, it's going to be really difficult doing it alone. And then managing emotional triggers and navigating life's challenges on your own can be stressful and overwhelming. So without the support and resources that are offered in coaching program, you can experience these heightened levels of stress and anxiety, which is what we're trying to move away from today. So overall, the consequences of not can include all these, this list of things here. And by investing in your personal development through the program can really help you overcome these challenges and achieve success in all areas of your life. It really is impactful. So to apply, we want to invite you to take the next step towards unlocking your full potential and living the life of emotional freedom and fulfillment that you deserve. Invite you to enroll in our coaching program today and embark on this transformative journey of self-discovery, growth, and empowerment. So you can email me directly, amy@sunshinetheory.com. And we could set up time to connect, to talk. I can answer any questions that you have. And I'm offering today who is enrolled and registered in today's Masterclass. Just mention Masterclass Life Unleashed, and it's $500 off the 6-month program for everyone who enrolls. So with that, we have some time for Q&A. And again, like I said, if you don't feel comfortable asking in this forum or have additional questions afterwards, please just reach out to me directly. I am always, always, always available. Always want to help. It's my passion. It's my goal. I want to see all of you living the life that you deserve, that you desire. And again, I know I said this like a few times, but really, this is your second chance. Write your script, write how you want your life to play out, and let's make it happen. You can do this. And I'm really excited to see you grow and living a fulfilled, happy, joyful life.